actually run by a matriarchy, so woohoo, talk about girl power. Meaning the oldest female elephant will decide where the herd eats, sleeps, and migrates. As for male elephants, once they become of age, guess what? They tend to be a bit more aggressive, so they prefer to leave their herd and start to live a bachelor lifestyle, or they're going to find another herd of bachelor elephants to live with. And based on some of the behavior that you're seeing over here to our left, does anybody know what kind of elephants we might be looking at then? Yeah, we're looking at a bachelor herd here. Because as we were pulling around the corner, I don't know if you saw two of them, we started jousting and like sparring with each other. So we're going to keep pulling forward and we're going to see if they keep doing that. Because right now I think we have Dad over here with two of his teenage boys. And like I said, when they become a certain age, those teenage boys, they get to be a bit more aggressive. So you can see probably some of that behavioral habits happening over here. Side of Dad here because he's a bit larger. He's the male bull elephant we have here, and then those are two of his younger ones, and they have been sparring quite a bit, and again, all normal behavior for male elephants. It's true. Oh, they're so cute. And as we come around the island, we're saying hello to the greater flamingos. They are the tallest and lightest pink flamingo species. They are hatched gray, getting their pink coloration from their diet, which consists of brine, shrimp, and krill, high in a protein called beta-carotene. And a group of flamingos is called a flamboyant because, as you can see, they are fabulous. As we pull forward, help me look for rhinos. I don't spot any at the moment, but I know they like to hang out here. Because if you look to our left, big muddy mess in the center, that's a mud wallow. Rhinos roll around in the mud wallow, not to be dirty or stinky, but for them it's an extra layer of sun protection. It cools them off, and it's a natural insect repellent for them as well. Take a peek to your right. These are white rhinos we're saying hello to. Now, super cool, we're seeing rhinos. There's only 6,000 left in the world. They are being poached for their horns, which are made of keratin. Some folks believe that keratin serves medicinal purposes, but there's no scientific proof for that. It is the same material that makes up our fingernails and our hair as well, so we do not need any more of it. And that was a white rhino we said hello to. So compared to other species of rhinos, they are a bit larger than others. They can weigh about 5,000 pounds, and despite that heftiness, actually all rhinos, they are able to reach speeds up to 35 miles per hour. I think that's pretty impressive, again, given their size, but not the only impressive runners. You might see some movement up here from some cheetahs. You know, the sun's in our face. Sometimes they walk back and forth. Let me try to find them. The sun's also in my face and I'm trying to drive, my goodness. They will reach speeds up to 60 miles per hour in 3 seconds. They must have walked back. And they're going to maintain that speed for a few hundred yards using their tail, almost like a rudder on a boat, to help them change direction quickly. It's actually really cool. And cheetah's claws, they're also non-retractable, so for them it's kind of like having built-in cleats 24/7. Speaking of big cats, though, I know we're thinking the same thing now that we look up to our left. I don't spot any of these animals yet, but they like to live here on this copy, this rock structure, because it gives them a good advantage to overlook the savanna and keep eyes out for prey. And it looks like we have some good luck, because you're going to notice those lions here on our left resting on the
There they are, Cameron.
Now, they are actually nocturnal animals. They will rest up to 20 hours of their day. It's usually way too hot out for them. And while they have good eyesight during the day, it's 6 times better eyesight at night, which is when females do the hunting for their pride at night. Males stay back, guard the territory, look after their cubs. You could call them stay-at-home dads. To your right, more white rhinos caked in mud from that mud wallow we saw earlier as well. a gorgeous mane on that male elephant that can weigh, or that male lion. Oh my goodness. Whew, it's still only 9 o'clock in the morning and I'm already missing the bike path. A mane on the male lion that can weigh up to 40 pounds alone. 40, which is wild. And if conditions are right, a lion's roar will actually be heard up to about 6 miles away. That's pretty cool too. Are you gonna see those white rhinos further back in the distance here still? If you notice any movement from them besides like walking around or eating, you might notice it from their ears because they actually don't have that good of eyesight. So on top of their heads, rhinos are gonna use their ears flicking back and forth, kind of like satellite dishes, to help them keep track of their surroundings for the lack of eyesight they've got.
Lack of eyesight.
Going to be coming up onto the edge of the reserve here where the warden's post is, and the warden stays here close enough to the animals on the reserve to make sure they are safe and well protected, all still while being close enough to the people who live in the village nearby, just to make sure people and animals live harmoniously. It looks like the warden's actually taking care of some Nigerian dwarf goats. They're cute, small, adorable. All adults, they don't get bigger than what we see here, which is why African farmers are utilizing the goats as their source of livestock. They do not need much land. They eat any pesky weeds you have. They also produce a pretty nutritious milk farmers will then sell for extra income. Pretty neat. But we are rounding up our safari experience today, folks. So Sante Sana, thanks so much for joining me. Hope you all had a good time, learned something new again. My name is Jacqueline, and we saw some cool animals out there, right?
Yeah.
I think so. We saw some okapi, hippos, crocodiles, giraffe, wildebeest, elephants, flamingos, rhinos, lions, you name it. Unfortunately, though, a lot of these animals face endangerment due to habitat loss and poaching. So one way we can help them out is to reduce, reuse, and recycle. For example, our small electronics, phones and tablets, they have a mineral in them called coltan, which makes our devices strong and powerful with a good battery life. But unfortunately, coltan is being mined where these animals live. So properly and responsibly recycling our electronic devices is just one way that we can make a difference for those animals. And if you have time today, actually pull out those devices. Check out the website Earth 911. That website's going to tell you the nearest recycling location to you, as well as what you can recycle there. So exciting stuff. You can figure out where to drop off those electronic devices around you in your area to recycle them. Again, Earth 911. It's really cool, actually.